Okay. It's the only way it's going to work. There we go. I'm recording. Okay. I have my bacon in the skillet. I'd started in a cold skillet. I put my electric stove on 4, which has a simmering function, but I'm not going to use the simmering function. So right now we're on 4, which is medium low, medium high, low high, medium low. That would be medium low. We're going to see how long it takes for me to cook this bacon. Excuse me, I'm going to reset my camera a little bit. Oh, never mind. I can get you closer. Cold bacon, cold skillet, number 4. It's a cast iron skillet. Takes a little longer. Cast iron skillets do not need to be scrubbed with soap. However, they do need to be scrubbed with a very abrasive item. And rinsed heavily. You want all the food out of it before you put it back on the burner to dry it. And then I got this little oil sprayer off of Amazon. It's got 2 functions. When you open up, it sprays like a stream. If you leave it closed, it kind of sprays a little wider. And I use avocado oil. And in that dry skillet, I'll put the avocado oil while it's super hot. Take a paper towel, rub it all the way around. Make sure that it's still got oil. If it needs more, it needs more. If it's got a shiny, oily surface, you did it right. You'll have to excuse me, I'm eating a half a liverwurst sandwich because I'm starving. And I'm in the process of reorganizing my kitchen. If you see any mess, I'm sorry. I'm pulling it out a little bit so you can see when it turns on and off. It does its own thing. Now, each time you flip the bacon, it gives it the opportunity to brown. So the first time we flip it, it might not be brown. And the second time we flip it, it should be brown kind of on one side at the very least. The third time, we're just rendering the fat. Oh, and I forgot to add, put it in a cold skillet, and I know you can see this. Put the meat side to the outside of the skillet. So this is the outside. Put the fat side towards the center of the skillet. Do that with both sides of the bacon. And the reason why I do that is so that the fat renders and the meat part doesn't get too overcooked. And on a cast iron skillet, on an electric stove, in like a non-stick skillet on an electric stove, you'll need to cook it lower. That would be 3. And we flipped our first piece. So you can see it's getting a little brown in some places. Another thing you'll want to pay attention to is the curls. Do not curl if we flip it more than once. They don't curl as bad. We're still going to get some curling, but not as bad. When the ends curl up real bad like this, that's when I pull out my other spatulas and I put some weight on it. It's what bacon presses are for, to keep the curls down. And yes, restaurants use bacon presses. Of course, it's just my home kitchen. There's a lot of times I'll even cut the bacon in half. So I'm doing what they call rashers of bacon, is a half a slice of bacon. So I'll cut it in half so it fits in the skillet better. And I'll do the same amount of pieces. But it gives you the opportunity to have less curling with that too. We're going to get some curling in this setup because I have it wrong. Let's see. What can I do to help the curling? There we go. It's one of the things I like to do to help the curling. Alright. There you go. You have to be careful with plastic and cast iron because the outside of the skillet gets super hot. So you don't really want it to be there touching that way. You want something in the way so it doesn't melt, because it'll melt. And they'll get hot. You have to be careful. I have so many spoons and spatulas, and everything has a purpose. Dough scrapers and dough hooks. I'm actually kind of obsessed with items like this. That I actually got from Amazon. This one I think I bought, this one I bought at a yard sale. That's why it's a little rusty. But I got one off of Amazon that has a plastic handle. Now these are good for scraping the pan, taking out French fries, taking out pasta, taking out things you want to drain. And because they're wide and rectangular looking, they're pretty good for those things. And then, let me see, what else do I have? Oh, always a pair of kitchen shears. Always. This cuts through chicken bone. It'll cut through your finger if you're not careful. This is a bottle opener. That right there is a lid opener. Just put it on the lid and twist. I've used it on very big lids and it does work. If you can hold your hand that far open. Alright, let's see now. See what the other side looks like. These are probably getting brown. Oh yeah. And don't worry, as they shrink, we'll take care of those curls. It's the only way to do it. If you don't cut the bacon up. Only got 2 curls to worry about now. Okay guys, you're crowding my pan on the end. There we go. Those curls down. And this is the reason I'm turning it to 3 now, because my skillet, the cast iron skillet, heats up slowly. But once it heats up, it's heating up. Now, I want you to pay attention to these bubbles. The bubbles mean the bacon fat is rendering. You want it to render because that's how you make gravy. Is one of the ways you can oil your cast iron skillet. It adds flavor to darn near everything. I'm not big on using it all the time, simply because my husband has blood pressure issues, and my husband is vegetarian, but I cook his food in these skillets too. That's why I use avocado oil also, because it's a better oil. It's got a higher smoke point. It doesn't really have any flavor. I haven't noticed a flavor or a smell. You can cook food, you can fry food, you can oil your pans with it just like you would any other oil. It's a good thing. Low and slow. Now that the bubbling has stopped on this side, I'm going to flip it over again. Flip it. Flip it. And you'll see we're getting better renderings on this side. Now, the reason why I love doing my bacon this way is because I like the fat. I like to eat the fat. I like to chew the fat. I like the way it feels. I like the way it tastes. Especially if you put it on a sandwich. It'll have like a... It'll have... Oh, come on. You're going to fight back? Okay. That piece doesn't want to stay down. Let me see. I took off my nails. Let's see how these look. Oh yeah, they're almost ready. Just a couple more seconds on the other side. What do you look like? Oh, you're almost ready too. Okay, now we're gonna finish rendering. Oh yeah. When you see the bacon piece get all the way bubbly like this, these smaller bubbles mean it's pretty much done. These bigger bubbles means it needs to keep cooking. I don't know why I almost said burning. This one's just starting to render on the other side. But I'm about to take it out because it pretty much looks done. Oh yeah, take the little bubbles off. Oh yeah. I would call this one done. What about you? You're definitely done. Yeah, you're done. And if you see, it's not stick hard. It's not like a rock hard piece of bacon. I hate those myself. But it's brown from end to end, which makes it really good. And that's what we want. We want brown from end to end. This end one's going to have to cook a little extra. I'm going to send this video to you on Facebook. I hope you watch it. I'm also going to post it on my page. Ooh. So that I can keep it for posterity reasons. If you go to my Sharon's Simply Sourdough page, and it's spelled just like like you would Sharon, S-H-A-R-O-N, Simply, S-I-M-P-L-Y, Sourdough, S-O-U-R-D-O-U-G-H. You should be able to find my page. And that's where this video will be. I'll pin it to the top because I know some people will want to be able to find it easy. And yeah, if you have the patience and the time, you can see this one's a little, now that one's done. The middle of the pan gets the hottest as always. This one's a little overdone. It could have stood up right there. But it'll be good for baking bits. Yeah, I think that one will be okay. And this one needs more time. Yeah. Oh, but you see all this good brown stuff? Oh man, that's good stuff. I will scrape my pan after this before I pour my grease off, which I will be putting in a small mouth jar, because all I have left are these white small mouth lids that are plastic. I have the regular lids. I don't like wasting them. They're all fresh and ready to go, but I do can. And one of these days I'll get brave enough to do a canning video. So like this video, share this video, tell your friends about it. A bacon how-to. And as we go through the rest of this week, I may even sneak in one of my sourdough videos, because that is what this week is. This week is sourdough week. If you want to buy some sourdough, I'm going to be at the Castroville Fiorella Friday show. Yeah, this one's done. It's done. Could render a little more, but it's done. And yeah. I hope I get to see one of you guys there. Come and see me, get some fresh sourdough. We start that. We actually already started that. I just started my cinnamon roll dough. I'm going to be working on all of my breads. I'm going to do a rye with seeds, white jalapeno cheddar, and sun-dried tomato and rosemary. If you guys get a hold of this video before I do the event, you can drop a comment in about what you would like as an inclusion, and I'll be happy to add that. If I have the ingredients, I'll do it. It's that simple. I appreciate you watching this video and taking the time to go to my page. And I hope you learned something. Baking isn't hard. It's just scary. And if you noticed, I'm right here by the pan. I didn't get popped a single time, because low and slow is how you do bacon. Bye.